tuning in to the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No! I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. I say things on this show all the time that sound preposterous to you at the time I say them. Or I tell you that certain things are possible, and you say that they may be possible, but they're not likely. I've had to hear that. And I'm going to give you a specific example. I have said to you on the air to use the Tabasco sauce in the condom. And the reason I tell you to put a couple of drops of Tabasco sauce in a used condom is so that if she tries to reach in, take the contents out of the condom, and shove them inside herself, she'll be yelping and yowling and screaming, and dialing 911. She'll get exactly what she deserves. Now, when I have said this on the air, many of you have called in. Of course, some people just think the Tabasco thing is preposterous anyway, but many of you have called in and said that it's highly unlikely that any woman would ever do something like that they can't believe that a woman would do something like that. Where did I even get an idea like that a woman would do something like that? Where did I get an idea like that? Well, let me read to you from this story. This was over the Thanksgiving week, and we were all tied up with the holidays, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it. But this is from the Detroit Free Press from last week. Many of you sent this to me, by the way, and that's a good eye, good eye, good eye. Here it is. A 22-year-old woman charged with falsely accusing Detroit Lions player Scotty Anderson of sexually assaulting her was expected to turn herself in the morning the story came out, which was on the 26th of November. Understand this? This woman is charged with falsely accusing Detroit Lions player of sexually assaulting her. Now she was going to turn herself in. Wayne County prosecutor Michael Duggan announced the felony charge against Nicole Milburn of Detroit at a news conference last Tuesday morning. Duggan said the charge stems from an incident late September 17th at Anderson's Dearborn apartment. Now, here's what happened, according to the prosecutor. Nicole Milburn, the woman who had the charge against her, was a dancer at a former Detroit gentleman's club called The Sting. She went to the apartment with two friends for a night of drinking, Duggan said. At some point, Anderson had consensual sex with one of Milburn's friends, but not with Milburn, Duggan said. At 11 that night, Anderson said, he confronted the women about $700 cash missing from his bedroom. Now, listen to this. According to Michael Duggan, the Wayne County prosecutor, one of the women told Anderson that Milburn tried to inseminate herself with the contents of discarded condoms. You see, I'm not making this stuff up. The reason, according to Duggan, apparently either to hopefully cause herself to be pregnant and have a child support claim, or potentially, as it turned out, possibly to support a rape claim. Milburn's attorney, Paul Stabline, I guess it is, of Royal Oak, maintained that Anderson assaulted his client. It's absolutely our position that she was assaulted by Scotty Anderson, and that's why she went to the police, Stabline said. Anderson and his 18-year-old cousin found 3 used condoms in Milburn's back pocket, Duggan said. They also found some of the missing money stuffed into her hair, he said. Save Line said that based on his information, Milburn never had any condoms in her possession. When Anderson and his cousin demanded money back, quote, Ms. Milburn ran out into the hallway of the building screaming rape, Duggan said. Neighbors called 911 and Dearborn police responded. Police found some of the missing money hidden in Milburn's car, Duggan said. This is disturbing from so many perspectives, Duggan said. We are seeing more and more people's reputations being tarnished with false felony reports. You know why you're seeing that? Because you don't put people who do this in prison often enough. That's why it keeps happening. You know, if women knew that if they got caught doing this, they were going to do hard time in prison like other criminals, they wouldn't be doing it. Not nearly as often as they're trying. Duggan said this also hurts every woman who is raped and goes through that trauma because it causes other women to pause and wonder whether they're going to be believed when they see somebody who's being caught a liar. Duggan said the other two women who accompanied Milburn confirmed that she told them about her ruse with the condoms. Milburn was expected to be arraigned in Dearborn's 19th District Court. The charge carries a maximum 4-year prison term. Let's see if she gets 1 day in prison. Let's see. Milburn has refused to make a statement, Duggan said. Anderson is a 3-year member of the Detroit Lions. He plays wide receiver. He's been out with an ankle injury, etc. So there. I tell you this stuff can happen. I tell you that women do these kinds of things. And I tell you, men, you have to protect yourself against the women who try this crap. You have to protect yourself. I keep telling you, it's war. And you don't believe me. This is an actual story. Look it up. Detroit Free Press. Go to freep.com. There it is. Freep. R-E-F-R-E-E-P. Freep.com. Look it up. Read it for yourself. Tell me you shouldn't have that bottle of Tabasco sauce or habanero sauce sitting right near the old toilet bowl there, baby. Wherever you throw your condoms out. That's what you got to do. It's unbelievable. And I think a lot of the women out there think I'm being unreasonable when I suggest that women might try something like that. I don't think I'm being all that unreasonable at all. Can you see why I'm so cynical? Can you see why I'm so angry? Can you see why I tell men that it's war and they should protect themselves? Do you think I'm unreasonable? Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
I banged my girlfriend in the egg. She was passed out drunk.
That's terrible. You didn't get any enjoyment out of this, did you?
Oh, me? Oh, heavens no, heavens no. Of course, I didn't take any pictures of that either.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number, Veronica, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Do you care?
Yes, I actually do.
I'm doing great.
I like all your views that you have on all women. Every single one you have is absolutely on the dot. The one with the habanero sauce in the condoms
Yes.
is awesome. It's a really good idea for guys to actually carry those with them when they are going to have sex with a woman, especially if they don't know her very well.
Well, my attitude about it is if I'm at her house, I'll flush the condoms down the toilet because that's her plumbing problem, not mine. But at my house, I don't want to screw up my pipes.
Exactly.
So the next best thing is to put some hot sauce right in the condom.
Exactly. And then if she does try to mess with it, then she's going to be in the world of hurt.
That's right.
You got to watch out for people putting holes in them, too, because women have actually poked holes in condoms.
Well, I tell guys not to accept condoms from a woman. You know, a lot of women go around carrying condoms.
Exactly.
And for the most part, I think most women, actually are doing a good thing. But there are some women who have condoms that are set up.
Yeah, and then guys get locked in with a woman that they don't want to be with.
That's right.
And then they get stuck with her.
That's right.
Because my fiance had a woman do that to him, and it's, not even right. I've known a lot of women that have done that to guys.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with trying to take the out of the condom, you know. So the habanero sauce is an awesome idea. I back you on that one 100%.
Well, thank you. And had you heard this story about the football player who, the woman allegedly tried to inseminate herself with his sperm?
No, I haven't heard that one.
I was reading that one on the air. This woman apparently was supposed to turn herself in last week.
Oh, yeah, okay, I heard you talking about that, yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and then the other one tried to claim rape and all that other stuff, and I think women should be prosecuted for doing that.
Not just prosecuted, but convicted and put in prison doing hard time, and then the newspapers should put that on the front page so other women who want to try this game
Exactly.
will see what happens to women who try this game.
Yeah, it's not right. Men should watch their asses with women, because they're conniving, and they are exactly what you say they are in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I've seen it in myself, a lot of things that you say on the air, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I think your views are awesome, so I just wanted to call in and say I like the habanero sauce, and I think guys should carry a little bottle with them everywhere they go.
Thank you, Veronica.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Dave on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Dave.
Hey, I got busted with the stuff in my bag, the overnight bag, and the chick walking out. What's this for? And I said, that was for my last trip. I had room service, and they left it there, and I just brought it with me. And kind of blew it off. But you're right, dude. Women are tramps. I drove cross country for quite a few years. And I met married women on the highway. I couldn't tell you their names. We banged it, boom, send them on their way. But I've never told them my real name. So, there might be a few little me's running around.
They could very well.
But, they're just a cruise, man. Women are tramps, and they don't let them kid you, man. They are tramps.
Don't worry, they don't kid me.
All right on, Tom, dude. I've been a follower of yours long before I started listening to you, man. I've practiced that rule.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that, Dave. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Dave on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing, man?
All right, Dave.
I had I think the girl put a hole in the condom, and then she got pregnant. It was, she gave me a condom. This was before I knew who you were. And when I met her, I was out of work. This happened in Chicago. And she called me up about 3 weeks later and told me that she was pregnant. And I said, well, there's no way it could have been mine. And she said it hadn't had sex with anybody else but me. And I said, well, that's fine, but I'm out of work. You can do whatever you want to do. I can't support this kid. I can't do anything because I'm out of work. And she tried to hit me up for money to get an abortion and everything. I said, listen, I'm out of work. You knew that when I met you. And so she ended up having the abortion and everything. I don't even know. She could have been, full of ass. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, people, don't let a girl give you a condom. Make sure you have it. If you don't have it, then do the hand relief with her there. Do not have sex with girls that give you their condoms because it's scary.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Dave, thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Phil on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Phil.
How you doing, partner?
Do you care, pal?
You better believe it.
I'm doing great.
Hey, first time, long time.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom, what I would do in a case like that, first of all, I would never take a condom for a woman in the first place. And then number two, if I was going to use the hot sauce trick, I would put it in a condom that I'd never used, that she doesn't know about, and I would throw that particular condom away just to see what would happen. I would never pull the sauce in the one that I, previously used because you never know.
You never know what you mean. You never know whether the sperm would still survive.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't use a condom that isn't lubricated with the spermicidal jelly.
Mm-hmm.
I would never use one that doesn't have spermicide. For start.
I can understand that.
So the thing is, look, if that chick uses that hot sauce on her cooch, even if the sperm survived, her cooch is going to be so badly burned, she's not going to want to have that baby.
You better believe it. You're talking about childbirth. They say that women are the weaker sex, but they say, well, you know what? If you think women are weak, try childbirth. But I'll tell you what, it's just sad that we live in a society today to where you cannot even trust the one that you're with.
Right.
Because it's all about money, and it's all about how much, one person can get from the other because they're too goddamn lazy to get off their ass and go to work in the first place.
You are right.
It's really bad.
Phil, I agree with you. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Kevin on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 First time caller. Long time listener.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Kevin.
How How's it hanging, Tom?
Hanging right, Kevin.
You know, I think this idea you got is the best idea Tabasco has had in a long time to sell some product.
Yeah. You know, now it's not just for buffalo wings anymore.
No, my friend. I think you should be hooking up. Tabasco should be hooking you up, Tom.
At least give me some free Tabasco sauce for all the mentions.
At the very, very least.
Right, but I don't get anything from Tabasco. Nothing.
Let me ask you something, Tom. What is this guy saying? He wants to put Tabasco sauce in a condom he never used?
Yeah, I don't...
I don't get it. Why would the chick just put that in? I mean, what's she going to put in there?
Well, I think what he was afraid of was that the sperm would live. So I guess he was suggesting he would throw away or flush the condoms with sperm in them and then leave condoms with just Tabasco sauce in them lying around.
The chick must be real stupid.
Yeah, chick could have to be real stupid. And frankly, if they're real stupid, that's generally a good candidate to go to bed with me or you, right? Anyone stupid enough to have sex with us.
Or maybe him. All right, Tom, take me out.
Here you go, Kevin. 1-800-5800-TOM. He's our telephone number. It's Chris on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Chris, what's going on, man?
No, I'm Tom.
How you doing?
You're Chris.
Yeah, you know, that's what you get when you had a few too many drinks.
I guess so.
Hey, anyhow, I got a question for you. I've been with, I don't know, a few different girls, but this one, I won't list her name because I'm sure she's probably sleeping with some other guys, but she told me she hasn't been with any other guys, and she's 7 weeks now past her period, and she's going to see her doctor this week, and I always use a condom, but use my own. Don't let her give it to me.
Right.
And she says she's on the pill also. What advice you have for me if she tries to say she's pregnant or anything like that?
Well, have you talked to her about what she'll do if she's pregnant?
No, not yet. We're going to wait to see what the doctor says, I guess, or what she'll tell me. I don't know if she'll even lie to me.
Well, that's entirely possible. Don't have a fight with her or anything like that because you need to leave yourself open for the Hail Mary if you need it.
Okay.
And you know what the Hail Mary is, right?
Yeah.
Right, so you have to stay on very good terms. For the time being, you have to eat crow and be sound helpful and listen to her blab and call her every day and see how she's doing and, like you love her.
Okay.
That's the only hope you have of making the Hail Mary work.
All right.
If you tell her, don't ever call me again, well, she won't, but the welfare department will call you eventually and say, where's the money? Pay up.
Even if you're not attached or anything, like you can't prove, say it was me?
Well, later on, if she has the baby against your will and you can't get her to go for the abortion, you tell her you're going to have a DNA test.
Oh, she'll do a DNA test and I get...
Well, thing is, you'll only be screwed if you're the father.
Oh, no, I'm not married to her.
That doesn't mean you can't be the father of a kid.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that?
No, you still have to pay for that?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, boy. I don't know what planet you're on, but you better get down to Earth quickly. The Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show. From Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. Hey, it's Jonathan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Okay, Jonathan.
Well, let's see. For everybody out there who's a non-believer, it can happen. It happened to me. Business trip to Baltimore. She was a stripper. Cute. Knew her from actually talking to her online and stuff like that. One time, using a condom, hotel. I went to the bathroom afterwards, dropped the condom in the trash, and came back out. She went in to use the shower. I thought everything was hunky-dory. I don't know. Months or two later, I get not a phone call, more like an email or on IRC. Anyway, long story short, she says, I'm pregnant. I'm like, ooh, sorry to hear that. What are you going to do? Who's the father? Because, hey, I used a condom. I didn't think it was me.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like all appalled. Came back and said it's yours, and I was just like, screw you, no it's not, and pretty much, shut down all communications, didn't believe her, figured she just wanted money, because she knew who I was.
Which she did.
And, yeah, pretty much she did. And then, we did the whole court thing. I pretty much just ignored it and thought it was bullshit. Demanded a fast trial, DNA, had a kick-ass attorney. We did the DNA, came up positive, at which point it threw me for a loop. She was on welfare, which then made it like a federal case or something because my name's on the birth certificate. They want money.
And you live in a different state.
I live in a different state.
That's why it became a federal case.
I don't know, man. I came up with some obscene amount of money. You know, happily it wasn't in California, which is 50% of my income for child support, which is a lot. I'm medium six figures. So, yeah, there you go.
Wow. And you're still paying that?
Oh, still paying it. Haven't seen the kid. She keeps moving from state to state. They haven't been able to locate her. It doesn't really matter, though, because since it's welfare, I pay a court trustee, and it goes into some general pool, and she gets to pick up a check, and yeah, I'm getting jerked around.
Wow. That's the side of online dating you never hear about.
Yeah, I have, you know what, there's somebody on there who's like, oh, I'm not the father, I'm not married to her. I'm like, hi, dude, welcome to law, you know, it's like, catch up with yourself.
All right, Jonathan. Well, thank you for telling us that story. Now, you see, if you had the Tabasco sauce, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's James on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
All right, James.
I have a quick story. A few years ago, dating a girl up in Seattle. Not imagine she wasn't pregnant or a single mother. But after I broke up with her, tried to kick the bitch out of my house, she proceeded to poke holes in every single condom in a brand new box. My own condoms. So upon coming home that evening when she was packing up her stuff, she wanted some post-breakup sex. I'm a guy. Was going to happily oblige to that. Picked up one of the condoms and felt something on my finger. And I looked at her and I said, you could see the hole in the actual condom.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, did you poke holes in these? And she started crying, she started bawling, and she admitted that she had poked holes in every single 12 brand new condoms with a big pin, mind you. Didn't even use a small needle.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, the reason she did it was because she wanted to get pregnant because she didn't want to break up.
Mm-hmm. I hate that.
That's the only one.
Unbelievable.
So, fellas out there, just check. You can kind of feel it sometimes when they poke a hole in it. And if I wouldn't have felt it 5 years ago, I'd have a 5-year-old running around right now.
Mm-hmm. Unbelievable, James. Thank you.
Great, Tom.
Thank you for telling that story. Jason on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
All right, Jason.
You know, Tom, I've been listening to you for a while, and I listen to you for the fun stuff. And I'm in a long-term relationship, committed relationship, but I'm fooling around on the side. And the stuff that you guys are talking about, that's scaring the heck out of me because, I've been recently fooling around. I don't use a condom.
Why don't you use a condom?
I'm probably because I'm stupid. I've never liked condoms, and I'm always in the heat of
Nobody likes them, but you know what I like less? Giving money to some goddamn bitch for 18 years.
Well, and that's why I had to call, because I'm like, wow, this is scaring the hell out of me, and it's really, usually I wait till something bad happens and then I pay for it, but I don't want to pay for 18 years.
Well, why not just do something about it today? I mean,
called you the condom, but like I said, I'm stupid. Every time I'm in the heat of the moment, I'm like, I don't want to use the condom. It feels too good without it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to get busted one of these days, and it's going to be.
Well, how about you just not let that happen? How about you stop it from happening?
Well, stop? You mean use the condom?
Use a condom?
Yeah,
These women lie. They lie.
The problem is, you know what? Sometimes I get caught with the condoms, and my girlfriend's on the pill, so I don't need. We never use a condom. You just got to be.
By the way, why do you need a girlfriend if you want to bang around like that?
Well, that's a good question.
Well, how about you do something about that too?
Well, because I don't know. Again, I'm probably.
Don't tell me you love her because you're banging other chicks, please.
I do love her, and
you don't love her that much because you're banging other chicks.
I guess I'm just a dog like all the other guys out there.
Yeah, but all the other guys aren't doing this. Some do, some don't.
What's your opinion of guys who do?
Well, so put it this way. Guys who aren't married
Right?
and don't have to stay monogamous, don't have to be in a relationship,
Yeah.
shouldn't be in one.
What if I want to, for the long term, I want to be with her, I want to be in the relationship, but short term, I can't keep it in my pants.
Pal, let me tell you something from experience, and I'm someone who can't keep it in my pants, okay?
All right.
This is not going to stop the day you get married.
Yeah.
If you're doing it now, you're not going to stop.
Right.
So,
Well, I found that I thought, once I get engaged,
no.
I'll stop.
No.
But I keep. It's almost like a drug.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. So why don't you just be on your own and be a free agent? Stop sneaking around. Why do you need to have a double life?
Because maybe I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Hal, if you look, ultimately you'll get caught. You know what happens when you get caught? You pay.
Then it's ruined.
Your whole life is ruined because you end up paying for it.
Right.
Financially paying for it.
Yeah.
And mentally and emotionally.
Well, that's the biggest part. I don't want to hurt her, but I'm being an idiot, and I'm doing it on the side.
And imagine if you knocked up a chick on the side, and then she called your girlfriend, told her, now you're paying child support to some bitch that you'll never see again.
Right.
Your girlfriend leaves you, and then you're completely high and dry.
Well, I've already figured out if that happens, I'm moving to Brazil.
Well, maybe you move to Brazil now. Why let yourself get to that point? Why do you have to let yourself get into trouble?
I don't know.
Why don't you can prevent it as of today.
There's probably some psychological issues that cause me.
You want your life to be screwed up. You're self-destructive.
I hope not.
You sound that way. Otherwise, you'd be out buying condoms tonight.
I'll stop at the 7-Eleven.
I would if I were you. Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Janine on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Janine.
Long-time listener, fourth-time caller.
Thank you so much.
Tom,
Janine.
God, I got to agree with you. This is a good topic you got on tonight.
Thank you.
Well, a couple of things. Your last caller, Jason. Okay, I just had to laugh at that because he said he wanted to have fun or whatever. It's like, well, how much fun is he going to have paying child support for 18 years?
Yeah, guys don't think about that. 18, just figure 18 times 12.
Yeah.
All right, that's 216. 216 monthly payments. Or if you're paying by the week, that is approximately 900 weekly payments.
Oh, my God.
900 payments for 30 seconds with some bitch you were never planning on talking to again.
Oh, I know. Like a quick roll of hay. Oh, well,
Is it really worth that?
I know, a lifetime of payments because they're never going to get out of your life.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is, it's like, I don't understand where these women come from. I mean, here they are screaming that we want equality. Well, you should be punished. It should be equality all the way across the board.
Right.
If she's going to sit there and do that and lie about it, she should pay.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Put their face in the paper. Put their name out on the internet. Do whatever you got to do.
That's right.
Maybe these dumb bitches would get a clue.
Let the other women know that if they try this is what's going to happen. Prison.
Well, not only that, if these guys got to take responsibility too. Bring your own condoms.
Yeah, bring your own condoms and keep them in your pocket at all times. Don't even put them out on the nightstand while you go to the bathroom. Forget it.
Yeah. And I like that idea about the habanero sauce.
Yeah, just pour right in there, baby.
Talk about one hot you-know-what.
That's right.
Okay, catch you later, Tom.
I appreciate it, Janine. I think she was thinking of words that began with T that rhymed with hot. 1-800-5800. I was thinking of that word. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Melissa on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom. How are you today?
Pretty good, Melissa.
Good to hear your topic this afternoon.
Thank you.
I'm kind of in a situation, not that I'm that woman. I mean, I was sitting here listening to the conversation going, oh my God, what is with these women? You know, are they clueless? They've got to come from a family where they always had a single parent, whether it was mother or father, to have the immaturity and selfishness level to not even care what kind of life they're providing for a child being...
Because they're not even thinking about the child. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about trying to keep a guy in a relationship, or they're thinking about trying to get money. They don't bother to think about the fact that the money will not nearly pay all the expenses of raising a child. They don't worry about that.
It's absolutely disgusting, Tom, and it just aggravates me. I was in a situation, my boyfriend now has a son that's 7 years old, and he basically was entrapment, is what I call it. A month after they were dating, he got an excellent job, and 2 months after that, all of a sudden, oh, I'm pregnant. And now, 7 years later, he has a wonderful son, which he wouldn't shade anything, and I wouldn't, take that away from him, but he's got this psycho woman in his life, and for the rest of his life, he's going to have to deal with her, and it's so pathetic, and I just have to say to all these women out there, just get a friggin' clue. Like, what are you doing? And you're not just ruining a man's life, you're also ruining your own.
Boy, you are right about that. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
My roommate and I went to this bar, and we meet a good-looking chick and an ugly chick. So to figure out who's going to get the ugly one, we do paper, rock, scissors. I lost. She says, you don't have to do this. So I said, well, a bet's a bet.
Why would you make a bet like that?
When you drink, you do stupid things.
That's all I wanted to know. The Tom Leykis Show.